Hello everyone, I am Heba Hassan from GFX Academy, and let's together continue with the viewer options. But before we start with our viewer, if you want to delete anything in your pens here, because I have that question, any folder, any object, you can just select your folder and right click, edit and delete. Okay, you can do it by cut, copy or by backspace. So let's delete it. Now I have a lot of clips. Let's choose any of these clips. For example, the first one, double click, and let's go to our viewer. Of course, I'm pressing my spacebar in order to maximize the viewer, and F to frame it, or H to make it bigger. First of all, we have here the option of the audio, and that option is new in Nuke Studio. You will not, of course, find it in NukeX. When we play your video, you can hear your sound of your clip. Okay, I can make it louder, I can make it lower, according to whatever I want. I have also two options of the gamma, the same like Nuke. Okay, and I have here this knife. When you click this knife and just go in this clip, you find here a lot of information about this clip. Okay, you can now understand the name of your clip, the time, the resolution, frame buffer, or frame rate of your video. Okay. You also find here this option of overlay, or you can make a save title. Okay, or save action, or center, in order to know where this is the center of your clip, or the format, the full format of your clip. Let's go back like that. Okay, so I have here this format, this line, or this frame, red frame. So let's remove one by one. So that's the title, and that's the action, and that's the point, that plus is the center, and this is the format. I have also some masks. Okay, so like square, 4 to 3, 14, or any resolution I want. If you don't want to be it like a mask, like have something to see, I just need it to be black, so you can make it full like that. So when you make that mask, you will only see your mask like that. Or you can see lines of your mask, half of your mask, or nothing, like you see. We have also another option here, which is a warning of your exposure. If you have here certain points of exposure, Nuke Studio has the option to alert you that this place is a place of exposure. Because my video here doesn't have any exposure spots or points, so I don't have that warning. If you have, you will find like a red color in that place, just to warn you to take care of that place in your color correction, in your editing, whatever you will do with this clip. So, but here I don't have any issue. It's really a nice clip. After that, I have here the annotation, and this option is very important in our work, and I will deal with that in a certain clip, in our next clip. So we will not talk about that now. I have here also that square that you can just draw like that. In order to deal with this certain square, like you see here, you have the resolution of that one, and you can move it whatever you want, and then you can analyze that color, do whatever you need to do with this certain space. Your caching, as you see here, you can pause your cache using this option like that, or continue your action or your caching of your video. At that option, you can zoom to your screen or to your viewer like that, like that, like that, see, or just fit or fit width, whatever you want. It's the same like your scroll bar. When I'm scrolling using my mouse, I can make the same options. If you just look up there and you just notice, see, so you have here certain different numbers using my zoom. If I put my my cursor here and just zoom, it will be zooming around my cursor. Okay. After that, I have found here the proxy. Proxy mode is about my resolution of viewer. If I do have a lot of work at Nuke Studio, a lot of scripts or a long time, and I want just to make it quicker, to make it lighter at my job for a certain point in order to finish certain thing, I can change my proxy in order to make it a little bit less resolution using this option. So I can make it, for example, like that, quarter or more. See, every time I go, it will be bad until it be the worst. So see the difference? But I may use these options if I had to. If I am really having a very long video and I also run of RAM or cores and my machine doesn't help me using whatever I want, so I can lower my resolution until I finish what I'm doing, and then I'm back. Okay. Now let's go down to my timeline downstairs. I've found here my frames or time code according to my settings that we have talked about. I have here these options that we saw before in Nuke. As we know, the first frame, previous, 1 by 1, and back and stop, and you know, everything. I may want to see it just to start at that point. For example, when this man come here, I just wanted to start playing from that point, so I can press I or click at that point here. And of course, for example, I wanted to come just when he stop here. Okay, so I can end using O or that option. So in and out, I and O. So when I'm playing, it will only play at that point. See, it removed every other caching that was there and only take care at that point. As you see, I can also use that option in and out, very nice. I can also using this cut or this small space in my timeline. How? After I'm cutting and I'm telling my clip you have to start at that point and end at that point, I can drag this one down there here. Let's have a look. It only starts when that man appear and stop. See? So that is the cut that I did at my clip. You see here, this is a sequence. If you have a look at my pen, you will find a new folder called sequence. This sequence is what I cut it from my video. Okay, so I have here also, if you notice, two viewers that present the same video, but the first one is a full video, which is the preview of my original video, but the second one is my sequence or the timeline video. That is the only the area that I cut it from my clip. So please notice that, because if you don't notice that difference here and just leave that clip play when you are playing this, okay, you are actually playing both of them together, so you are losing your caching at these two sequences or two viewers. So whenever you open a new clip or a new viewer, make sure that you close the other viewer like that, in order not to lose a lot of RAM, a lot of caching, and you will find yourself really slowing at your job without any reason. You don't understand how you are setting your preferences in the right way and you're making your project settings a very nice way, but it is still slow because you may forget a lot of viewers out there that's taking from your RAM, your cores, without any reason. Okay, but this is my sequence or my viewer of my timeline and Nuke Studio. What about these? That one, your viewer, as you see, it is the viewer of my script. When I have a script, you will deal with this viewer. So viewer 1 here is the viewer of my scripts. When I want to go to sequence, just click at that option and you go to your Nuke Studio. What about that one? From its name, it's the export queue. When you are rendering your final project, you will go to that one and we will deal with that one when we are talking about rendering later on. So let's drag it here. It's not our deal now, and that's our viewer. So your viewer should be at this point. You have a sequence of your Nuke Studio, you have a viewer of your Nuke script or Nuke X, and you have export of your final render. We may skip a very small option here. That option that you can change the way of playing that. When you are playing, okay, it finish and repeat all over again. If you don't like that and you want it to be like bounce, go back at the end and be back like that. If you want to be like that, you can change it or you can use the bounce option. If you don't want it to be playback over and over again, just make it stop. Very simple. Stop at that point. If you want to continue, okay, continue on at the end, and that's all. See, and we'll stop. So you can just make it at the end and continue and stop, or stop at the end and not continue anymore. But repeat it will be better, because you will see your action over and over again, and you can stop it whenever you want. And you also find here your frame rate if you want to change it. I don't think you have any other. Yes, and you have here this type of two videos, and we will know it later in the next one, in the next video, when dealing with more than one video. Okay, in order to compare between two videos, or the videos that you have edited in the source one. Okay, when we're dealing with our annotation at the next time.